Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to work on the question options, settings, hints, skip logic, validation rule and more in KoBoToolbox. If you are just getting started with the KoBoToolbox, this is the perfect place to begin. Let's get started step by step. We added a first question in our questionnaire. Here is the question. Below the question, there is a section called hint. Here is a hint. This is a short tip, additional information that helps clarify a question and ensure accurate response from the respondent. It's usually appear below the questions whenever click the preview button here. Here, if you see here, it's A, B, C. If you see here A, B, C, it means this question response type is text, or response type is string, or data type is string or text. Each question has 4 options at the right side here. If you see, the first one is setting, the second one delete questions, duplicate questions, add question to the library. These options allow you to manage and customize each question easily. Like you can come to the setting or write some things here. Like if you can't hear the hint, like question hint, you can tap like enter the full name as it appears on ID. If you enter this ones and click the preview button, you will see the question hint below the question here. It's in a small text in light gray color. This is the question hint. Now I came to the first option on the right side here, right side of the question. I will click the setting. In this section, advanced options are available for the selected question. Which question you selected, all the options will available for you. It gives you control over how the question work. In this section include like the question option here, data column, guidance hint, mandatory response, default response, HXL, and appearance advance, and skip logic and validation criteria. It has the setting section has these options. The data column, like if you come to the first one here, it's a meaningful name here. Like, so the question is, what's your name? Here, what underscore is underscore your name. Like underscore, you can put this one. You can enter the name of the column or field where the data for the specific question will be stored. The name should be meaningful, short, and unique. Like the same name cannot be acceptable again. It's not acceptable again for the database. Whenever you create the structure of the question, you cannot give the same name again. It should be unique. Do not use the space between the words, the question words. Like here, if you put the space, it's not acceptable. Let's come back like this. Do not put the number at the beginning of the question. Like it's not acceptable. The number is not acceptable here. Whenever you download the data, whenever you collect the data and download the data, this name will appear for each column. What name you choose, it's appear in the downloaded file. It's either if it's CSV or Excel or another format. The column name appear exactly the same as this data column name. Most of the people, they are using like they give like this variable one, or they in survey or give the question one like this for easiness. Like they are using the Stata for data quality control or data cleaning, and then it's easy to clean the data. But if you are using the Excels, you can put like this name, meaningful name, like this. The name should be short, not too long. The guidance hint. The guidance hint, this extra information or instruction that provide for further explanation about the questions, about the specific question, the selected question. Like here. You can put the text here. It does not appear on screen by default. It only show up when you tap or click the help icon. Like I will put the text here, like it's a test, like it's not the text I want, like it's the test. I save this one and come to preview. Here you will see the icon here, more detail. With here the question hand, guidance hands is more detail. Whenever click here, you can see all the instruction here. You can put your instruction for the specific question. If the question is complicated, you can put the instruction here. The next one here, mandatory response. If the question is mandatory and you want the surveyor to provide the response, turn on this or yes, like click the radio button or option button, yes. This means the person cannot skip or ignore the questions and must answer before moving to the next question. The surveyor is required to put the data here, or the respondent is required to answer this question. This is the mandatory option or required option. You cannot ignore it. Default response. If you don't answer the question, the default value need to be stored in database. Like here you can tap for this question, no name. Like no name, nothing is entered here. No name. I entered no name. Whenever I save this one and it's come by default, if you come to here, the preview, question preview here, if you see no name. If you don't enter any name, anything here, or type anything here, this text will store in the database. The next one, HXL. HXL, it has two text box. One is tag, the other is attribute. HXL stand for humanitarian exchange language. It's used to add a special tag to the questions, so your data can be easily shared and combine it with the other data set used by humanitarian organization. Here you can skip this option. Like you can skip this option if you are not working with the humanitarian group, or if you do not need to share your data set with the other standard format. You can ignore this one. Like if you put here, like you will have a list of tag here. You can put your own tag. Like for example, I will choose here like population, and I put the population here, and you can share this with the population data set. The last one here in this screen, it's appearance. Appearance, what we use the appearance. This settings let you change how the question look on the screen. For example, here is some options. The first option is multi-line. You can choose like that for the text box. You can add the multi-line, and you can add the specific number. This should the number accept the numbers, or other you can identify or specify the appearance here. Like you can write it like here, and we will work on each section and during the developing the questionnaire and go through all of these options. Here, this was the question option, and the second one is the logic, skip logic. Skip logic is very important feature when designing a questionnaires in KoBoToolbox. It allows you to show or hide a question or a group of questions based on the respondent answer to the previous question. If you have a previous question, like for example, if you ask, do you have a house? And the answer is yes, then the follow-up questions like how many rooms does it have, or how many bathroom does it have, will appear. If you do not answer the questions like do you have a house, the answer is no, then those follow-up questions will not appear. It's remain high. This why we use the questionnaire. It's very important. So like some of the questions is related to the females, and it should appear whenever the gender is female. These questions should appear, or the person is literate, or the education level, or other degree need to be appears. It's very important. This section is very important. The last one here in this left side section is data validation, like validation criteria. In this section you can control what kind of data or response you accepted for these questions. It helps to prevent invalid data from being entered into the questionnaires, and it's mainly used to ensure the data accuracy, or how to enter the accurate data in the system. For example, if you have a questions about the age and want to allow only respondents who has the age 18 years, or the age between the 100 to, or 18 or 100, consider that if you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more content for KoBoToolbox. Thanks you for watching, and see you in the next video.